the Notion product itself is, I don't know, there's got to be awards that you've gotten for design and beauty and aesthetics. It is the defining feature of the product, in my opinion. In many ways, it's a beautiful product. It's beautiful software. Are you even more attentive in software?
Probably, yes. Not probably. I'm good at picking up bugs. Like when things off a little bit, I can sense it. I feel it. Right before taking the car here, I was filing a bug about when you're typing in the title of a page, it's a little bit laggier than when you're typing in the body. It's common because when you're typing the title probably needs to render into many different places in Notion. So you trigger more rendering somewhere, therefore laggier than when you're typing in the body of the page, right? And there are probably like a couple 100 millisecond difference. But when you just use the product every day, you live in it, just like you live in the office, you notice those things.
If like in a bizarro world, some random great CEO came in off the street and was using the product, knew it, do you think they would be able to feel in the way that a founder does?
In aggregate, people can feel. They might not be able to articulate. Just like when you walk in a nice room, you'll be able to feel it. You like a bar when you're walking. When you like into a restaurant, you like the ambient, but you cannot say why you like it, right? The difference between your taste and ability to describe, there's a gap. And the ability to make, there's another gap. So I would say, if you're a software maker, you can actually know what the bugs are. Like I know, probably because in the title, you're going to render in more places, therefore that caused the bug. I know how things are roughly made, so I can describe it and I can hopefully know how to fix it. For furniture, like for office, you probably know it feels great, but you don't know why. But if you pay attention to interior, to architecture, you can tell the why, right? But I cannot make furniture. I'm not a furniture maker, but I can sort of tell which style I like, why I like it, which style I want my office to feel like.
Is there a world where maybe like you need some form of deep simplicity when everything else is so consuming for you? Like when you think about such depth of detail about the world, whether it's your company, the physical spaces that you occupy.
That's a good point. I never thought that way. Yeah, you have to make some trade-offs. We're pretty pragmatic. We're not a 10 out of 10. Like we're probably a 7 out of 10, 6.5, 7 out of 10. And I'm happy with that. Like happy zone for me probably is 7.5. But if you push that too far, at least I believe, if you push that too far, you're optimizing too much for the craft and maybe beauty, but not enough for the business and utility. So there's a balance here.
Is that balance scientific or is it all taste?
Well, scientific are going to reflect in your revenue and growth.
Yeah.
Right? And the taste part is more personal. Like I wouldn't be proud putting something that's 1 out of 10 in terms of craft and detail, but great business. Yes, the Notion, like there's a balance there, right? I want to put out something I'm proud of.
Where would you put Figma in that spectrum? Because in many ways, Figma's scope continues to increase.
Yeah, I would say Figma similar to Notion. So maybe like if Notion is like a 6.5, Figma is probably a 7. I would put linear in terms of craft on like 8.5, 8. Figma has a lot of scope.
Yeah.
The surface area keep expanding with the new products. But I think Dylan and the team will have a similar trade-off problem, right? You need to ship features, you need to refactor your features. It's a lot of surface area versus just make everything really detailed, delightful. If you go on design Twitter, there's endless complaints. How can you make it better?
And do you think that it's just like a natural evolution of life where if Notion is still around in 50 years, it will just be uglier?
Entropy erodes everything, including software. Like if you open like one of the most used ubiquitous living software is probably Microsoft Word, right? If you open it on the Windows version, there's just so much in there. There's layers of functionality and people's needs and wants packed into that thing, right? There's almost so much you can do with it. So reset is very necessary. If you don't reset, it's really hard to build something that's simple, shrink the surface area, then still provide the utility and still provide high craft. Otherwise, you probably increase your surface area to continue to provide feature and utility. You drop your craft, something like that. Yeah, it's tricky.
Very tricky.
Yeah.